Hello and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Today we are getting the good ending and we're going down Sayori's route. Let's just jump straight into it. You've all known what's going on here. Last time we finished up the Natsuki route and that was a good time for everybody. Hey, new content. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and I'm listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We need to show a new way of showing that to everybody. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? You know, if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, then we can do the thing that speaks to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. This works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. My one weakness. Don't say that so loud. I got to my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me, barely look out for yourself. You still oversleep every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glanced around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. Preach. I won't fall for that, asshole. There's much more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Oh, shit. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. What a fucking asshole. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh my. Safe for work? Not safe for work. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to finally close the button near the chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Oh, if you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that so loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why do you say that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take better care of me than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are take care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Right, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. And we've seen this. Let's go talk to Monica. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had that sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but we are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? Yeah, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness or sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll try this a lot. And we've seen this. And we've seen all of that. Oh, boy. Well, that's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Now that you like it. So hopefully going down this path will actually also allow us to see what I call the neutral route with Natsuki and Yuri. We'll see a lot of that specifically in Act 3. Well, no, because we're able to read Yuri and Natsuki's Act 2 poems. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Ryan. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Ryan poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs her, she against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really just happy you wrote one. And we've seen this already. Now for the third unholy option of this argument that we don't get in Act 2. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words in my mouth. So I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to help her. Sayori! Yeah, Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Ryan. That's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to brothers to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that's being what's like a jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you even listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I can see Monica's like, the fuck did I just walk in on? I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader. I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I could even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt herself. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Ryan! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, the festival's coming up. Me and Monica, we're going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to go get some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going to take Ryan with you to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Ryan? Yep, let's go. I wish I could just spend time with Monica. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind Sayori as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you'd make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's going to take their turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Ryan, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of a poem and like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing it the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field around me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Yeah, you meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. Sayori spins around in the hallway again. Hey Ryan, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going on adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're the kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, drop one by accident. Kia! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead against the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill over her lap. Ow, whoa. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly raises her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Ryan? Where would I even find ice around this time? Nah, I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter. This will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returned to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm over her forehead and uses the other one to clumsily scoop crayons into the back of the box. At least they were already in the round spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her forehead. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. That's good. Hey, Ryan. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know, we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fall behind or had trouble climbing up on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I'd start crying really hard. You would rush over as quickly as you could. And you would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It almost sounded like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a little bit. I guess I was so focused on my games I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this game too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Ryan, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this sort of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Ryan, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to keep making promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ugh. I guess a little late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs, trying to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back! Good time. I was about ready to start with sharing our poems. Huh? Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons to smack my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frankly glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you had to do all the work, Ryan. Ah, well, Sayori. I feel like I was the excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. That was incredibly wholesome, and I liked it a lot. Let's go with Manica. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time for it to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time too. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. The game literally won't let me. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Nah, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Oh, let's go talk to Yuri. So again, let's see if we can do the thing. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Ryan. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried just learning your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning in a bunch of gears. Ooh, sorry. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. I write down the things you see here. Oh, God. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. It's the raccoon one, so we should be good. I was a little more daring with this than yesterday's. Let's go talk to Natsuki. That's not really worse than the last one, but I can't really say it's better either. Yeah. Ha! Phew, what? Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Yay, what makes you... Wait, maybe that's a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? I don't know, but honestly, I could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you. It's like she's dragging around dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we take care of each other in our own unique ways. Whatever it is, I don't get it. I am supposed to show you my poem. Here. Let me see if, there's an extra line here. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about her unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people when they make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I'd say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to go write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Now to talk to Sayori. Ryan, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. I can't tell if you can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so. No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. It just means you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We kind of have that weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain these to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. You sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Ryan, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive at first surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches her desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grabbed Sayori's arm and helped her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure you'll like it. Oh, yeah, the question. Sayori, you think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Ryan. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, I guess. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off, and it's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. This is your best one so far. It feels really nice, Ryan. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to take a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I want to see your smile. The smiles on your face. Alright. Hey, Ryan. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes mine. The ones mine. Blah, 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 blah. I guess you're the ones who like mine the most. Why? You don't want to get closer to everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Ryan, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Serious trouble keeping your voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody's noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, right? Just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles for everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori! Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Man, now I feel bad. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends. I haven't been seeing her as much this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot more time together again. I see. It reminds me. How about how Sayori's been a little bit off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Ryan, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Like an asshole. All right, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Now let's go look at Natsuki and Yuri's. This one's all right. All right? Well, yeah. Smells good yesterday's anyway. I see that's what you're going. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I was just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? This is more of a compliment to me. No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurts. That might be the first time they actually say the swears before Act 2. Interesting. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth run out, Ski. Anyway, Natsuki held her poem to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart go leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're so wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be your beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart go leap in a way the way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be your side, or let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I want to send a very nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write about anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about a beach first and then came up with a message later. Well, yeah. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she kind of wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Make us write about a simple topic, then try to impress me by coming with something all fancy. That's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess it might end up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with that every once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. And now we'll go talk to Yuri. I see. I think you're improving your writing in general, Ryan, but I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. Huh? What for? Just, I feel like I kept trying to offer advice when I should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No, you don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better or what's worse. Not just with you, with Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri buries her head in her arms in her desk. It's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it'd be a lot more obvious. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at face value. I've gotten so used to it. That's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? Sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Huh? Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. I leave Yuri be. Comforting and reassuring her as nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make it worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. Ah, god damn it! I don't know why. Like, I guess you really have to go like neutral to get that one. But Yuri wrote about the exact same thing. They just wrote the exact same poem, but like in their own different styles and like that. Kind of a shame we didn't get to see that. Oops, sorry. There's a lot of variations in this game, as you can see. And now, for everyone who's been yelling about me in the comment section, it's finally time to do the bits. Sayori, I love you. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone in the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you were truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Ryan. Suddenly Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Ryan, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Ryan. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. Might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Ryan. Sayori gazes at me once more, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori meant by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say this, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori's the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. And it's festival day. Another trigger warning. Normally I'd skip through all of it, but there is actually new dialogue after the bad bit. Oh, hey, by the way, Monica knows. Sage take let me see, that dummy, blah, 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 blah. Take responsibility for her, especially after you exchanged yesterday, kind of after hating this morning. That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all. And I think it's the whole get out of my head poem. So again, trigger warning, look away. I'm going to go through the dialogue bits and I'll tell you when it's all good to look again. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. At Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Is this kind of a breach of privacy? But she leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori. Not good to look yet. Do not look now. Keep looking away. Almost. It is safe to look again. Let's go ahead and see the bit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best for her and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Oh geez, hold on. Wait, new dialogue. So we just got the Amy Like Spiders poem. I'm like, why isn't it letting me skip? Okay. Like, I only agree that such a good poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out about, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess, thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more. Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Interesting. Oh, new dialogue from Monica too. Oh my goodness, I've never seen this before. But I guess that's why I had to explain it out to you. So if you keep your distance, this is Monica talking about Yuri. Probably be safer. While you're at, to be shy and spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head. I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting me finish sharing it before taking... Oh yeah, Yuri took my poem, so I don't have it to share. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really hard on this poem, so... And it's the blue screen of death. Interesting. Oh yeah, I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Next time, if we need to do this again, I absolutely want to, trigger warning, by the way, while I talk. I am absolutely going to do this again, and, if I need to, make sure Yuri takes my poem first, and then try to go talk to Natsuki and Monica to see what happens. We did not get the good ending. So I mentioned, while this is going on, by the way, I knew immediately we did not get the good ending. The good ending would not allow for Monica to come back and stop Sayori because she wouldn't need to. So the fact that that happens means we did not get the good ending, which means I was correct. Doki Doki Literature Club is not saving my progress in terms of like CG cutscene collection between playthroughs, which is fine. I remember what I have to do. Basically, instead of going back and like rerunning the saves through each like day like I was doing, I need to go through the entire weekend and get to the last day right before the festival and everything like that with each character. Because yeah, we have this one, so that's in color. That's good. That one's not in color, so yes. It only cares about each particular playthrough, so I know what I have to do, and I have the strength to do it. It's just going to take another hot minute or so. Not the end of the world. And technically, we will always have Monica CG1, because Monica only gets one CG. Oh no, we didn't! Ooh, I'll need to remember that I actually do need to go through the whole thing to get to Monica. So don't let me do that again. I know what to do. I know exactly what we need to do. It's been a while since I've had to do this, but it won't take long at all. It just requires some effort and planning. Oh, interesting. Now we're cutting back in here a little bit. I'll probably show a little bit right there, but basically, due to the way I kind of had things play out, Monica read my poem early, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, neither here nor there. Back to the skip. So real fast, interjecting here real quick. I specifically made it to where I picked 2 Sayori, 1 Natsuki, 1 Yuri. There's 2 left, and I picked 1 Sayori. I'm going to pick 1 Natsuki, 1 Yuri. I'm trying to go as in the middle as possible while still going down the Sayori route for the sake of the CG cutscenes to get the good ending. But I want to see if we can get Yuri's beach poem and Natsuki's beach poem. So that's what I'm trying to do. So... and here. Oh, there's 1 extra. Nice. Sadness. There we go. So again, it should have been half Sayori, 5 Yuri, 5 Natsuki. So let's see if that worked. And now let's see if we can get Yuri's. Well done, Ryan. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of the few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone's enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing. I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Ryan? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing. You have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to the sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to show your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under the clear blue skies, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest would get lost in it. As it would to the easiest world to get lost in, the one where everything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sand castles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, I abandon my peace and erode to the shore, drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about something the same topic again, I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's not surprised she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. And we did it. We've won. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, while this skips, let me quickly discuss what we did. So in the same save file, before the game had the chance to reset, I would go in, get all the CG cutscenes for Yuri, go back to the game. I would go in, get all the CG cutscenes for Natsuki, go back to the start of the game. Now we're getting the last CG cutscene for Sayori. That means we now have all the CG cutscenes for Sayori. We keep going, we go back. Should have warned you, trigger warning. You should be used to it at this point. We're gonna let it actually keep playing out this time, because in theory, that's it. We are now en route to the good ending. It doesn't matter what we do from here. So, let's get going. Now, like last time, we're going to be skipping through all of the, Act 2, the glitches, the jump scares. The one thing I need to remind myself, I shan't not allow myself to, my brain's falling apart. I have to let Monica finish her thing with me so we can get her CG cutscene. So, no skipping ahead a little bit. We have to actually do this. Oh, hey, cool. Another poem. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Now, we shouldn't have to do the same thing here, simply because, like I said before, no matter what, the game is going to force us to go down the Yuri route anyway. But just to say that I did, we're going to go down the Natsuki route and then switch to Yuri. So Natsuki day 1, Yuri day 2. I just need to let Monica let me open the menu. We have sat through all of it. I made sure to get to the point where Monica is now going to be talking about just personal stuff. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Now, in theory, when we get into here, I'm just going to skip ahead again. Thank God for the skip button being back. It should stop me. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too. You think so? Well, everyone likes you to get along a little better when you're around, Sayori. Oh, Ryan, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Oh, whatever. Surprised when you told me you were starting a club. Best club ever. Now you join, everything's going to be so much fun. Hey, Ryan, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything. The truth is, I know you were going to. It's actually something else. I want to thank you for... Oh, yeah, we got it. Cool. I want to thank you for spending so much time with all of us. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times. You helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, Ryan? Because I'm present now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the literature club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted, for everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know? After all you've done for us, there's so much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game, so this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you, Ryan. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. I go straight to the credits. No Monica scene. And as you can see, the CG cutscenes here are not being deleted. We did it. The good ending.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take your, is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
But wait, that's not the end. There's one last thing to see here before we're done with Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, the main game. To the special player who received this special ending. For years, I've been enamored with the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds. Some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun. That's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limits bounds of interactive media. I extend my gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato, the creator of Doki Doki Literature Club. And the game is still busted, but we did it. We won. Oh, Monica had special event. Oh my god, I didn't know this. Hey, let's go ahead and do some last minute reading of special poems I never saw before. So I know there are other, so there must be other poems from Sayori and from Natsuki to give them these special event poems that I have not seen yet. And there's also these CG scenes here, but we will get there. So let's go ahead and read these real fast. This is from Yuri. My conductor motions for one crescendo after the next, each time falling short of a climax. The lump in my throat is carried by How many words must I choose not to say before finally breaking loose? Endlessly piling out of my mouth like a flock of school children at a school of recess. The start of recess. Pen cannot be erased, but even that metaphor fails comically as my floor is littered, blanketed with wasted paper. A canvas of my mind, full of disoriented thoughts and unfinished sentences. Perhaps, all day, it was wrong to try forcing them out of my room, and I should instead invite you in. And then one for Monica. An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you were holding my hand which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together with our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. Well, now I want to get the other two. We'll get that another time. There is so much more to do. Again, there's so many poems. Look at them all. We actually even also got almost all the secret poems. There's only one left. Got some cute cutscenes here. I like this one. We're using this one. Beautiful. All right, so that is the end of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, the main game. However, now we have not one, not two, but 5 individual side stories, each in 2 parts. And the next time we play Doki Doki Literature Club, we are going to see them. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And check back later for more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus with the side stories. Take care, everybody.